Though I know you've been treated and welcomed by our amazing hospitality staff, and especially in the heat, they work very, very hard. Let's have a massive round of applause for Laura and her team. There we go, Laura. Laura came out. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, you fed and watered all day. I know, she came out just on cue. It was brilliant. We'll keep doing that. Right, okay, we'll come to you guys for some questions in a moment. So get thinking. Anything you want to ask these guys before race 3? Right. Are we live? Are we live over in the fan zone as well? Of course we are live over in the fan zone. Yes, so behave. So give them a wave.
Hello, fan zone.
But behave. Everyone can hear us in the fan zone, so don't be rude. Right, okay. Let's come to you. Yeah, I know. I really did point it at you as well. Tom Chilton. Let's come to you. Oulton Park. We were talking about the fan favourite track. The amount of fans that we had over at the fan zone earlier was really, really impressive. How are you feeling? How's the weekend been? Obviously, race 2 didn't go our way, but tell us how it's all gone for you.
Well, I've got to say, the advantage of race 2, I was talking about the fans, was that where I was actually standing at the top of Deer Leap, I was looking back and I was watching my fellow teammates coming through Knickerbrook chicane. I could see a sea of cars and people for the far I can see. It's probably the busiest round. I reckon there's 70,000 people here. It's absolutely heaving. It was a very good weekend starting yesterday.
Yeah.
We're getting into Q3. You know, me and Tom in Q3 is always what you want. I managed to qualify P4, which was my highest position of the year, which I was very happy with. We did a great job on the car. I was a bit disappointed with myself because I made a mistake on the last corner, which lost me on the front row with Tom. So it would have been quite nice as a pair to get the lockout. I was very happy for Tom getting pole. And then race 1, got a good start and finished 7th, but Dan Rowbottom got a penalty. So 6th place was pretty good for the points. Obviously I wanted to be a little bit higher up, but we had a few issues with the car. And I thought, right, it's all fixed, we're ready to go, big push for race 2. And I got a great start on the hard tyre, but Adam Morgan, sadly on the left of me, had Josh Cook on the outside of him, and he didn't realise I had Aaron Taylor-Smith on the inside of me. 4 abreast doesn't go, not when you haven't got enough room. So I got hit, damaged the steering, it was all sideways and bent up the straights, but it was fine, it was working. I was still within 1 or 2 tenths the quickest time, so I was happy with it, it's fine. But then all of a sudden, it must have been from that instant on turn 1, all the pad steering fluid was leaking, we had big flames under the bonnet, and the car's trying to burn me. It tried to burn me on the last race at Thruxton when the battery blew up. I was choking on lithium ion. And now the pad steering fluid's all squirting 100 psi all over the exhaust pipe, which is about 900 degrees. So, not great. But the advantage was I could wave in for Tom for getting on the podium and clapping him in and looking at all the fans. But I was very disappointed because I needed those points, to be honest.
Indeed. What was race 3? Always gives us a chance. So hell for leather in race 3. We'll come on to you, Mr. Ingram, if that's okay. It's been quite a good weekend.
So far, so good.
Yeah, so far, so good.
So far, so good. Thank you. Some would refer to that as point C.
Point C.
Thank you for the whoop and the holler. It's been fantastic. Really, really good so far. With getting a pole yesterday, race 1 win, and then a P2 in that last race with the hard tyre.
Hard tyre on.
Please. Children here. It was fantastic. So really, really good. We've got one more race to go. I think.
What's happening?
Yeah, we're all medium rare. That's where we are today. It has been so hot in the car that we're getting about 25 degrees above ambient. So it's 25 outside, is 25 above inside. Even my maths can work out. It's hot. It's very hot.
I'm actually more medium to well done because of the flames in the bonnet.
Char grilled.
Yeah.
Reverse seared, I think that's
I
called.
was a little bit tougher.
Yeah, I just thought you were hard anyway. I was just enjoyed feeling your muscles.
It got pretty
weird then. It did.
Yeah,
you're right. It did get very weird. Yeah, you're right.
I was actually going to try and change the subject.
Yeah, no.
What tyres were we running in race 2?
A lot of the time, there's no point in trying to get rid of the weirdness. I think you just got to embrace it a lot of the time. Say again, please, Tom. What did you say then?
What tyres were we running in race 2?
We were running the hard
tyre. Thank you very much. Don't egg him on.
Don't try and make me say what you're trying to make me say.
There we go. You said it on ITV before as well, haven't you? Right, Tom, very quickly, got pretty feisty in both of those races. Quite a lot of contact.
Yeah. Hello, fan zone. A Napa anywhere? I don't think they are.
No, are they next door? I don't know if they're next door.
They're out in the cheap seats. Yeah, we had a bit of a feisty one, didn't we?
Yeah.
We definitely had a bit of a feisty one. So, yeah, Ash is obviously getting his elbows out at this stage of the season. He obviously is trying to get some points, as we all are. I didn't really appreciate the headbutt at the hairpin. That seemed a bit rude, but never mind. We'll keep going, and we'll keep trying to bag the points.
Brilliant. I had to ask the question, didn't I? Just had to. Nick, we'll come on to you. Oulton Park.
So I'll collapse any minute.
We came on to Oulton Park, always one of your favourite tracks. Last night, Crazy Carts was heaving. Tell us how you're feeling. Obviously, we had a race 3 incident last time out.
Did we?
Are we on? There we go.
Did we?
Yeah, we had a race 3 incident last time out. But battling away here at Oulton. Tell us how you're feeling.
Sore. Yeah, I decided to test how strong the car was, didn't I? I thought, no, I'm a bit bored in the third race. Let's just hit something at 120 mile an hour and see how the car survives.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the wobbly thing inside it actually didn't survive as well. So it's been, I thought I'd recovered, but it's not easy at the moment.
I've actually got some magnesium spray for you in the bus. I'll spray some on
who would make that, Tom?
Do you know what magnesium oil is?
Go on. Are you going to tell us?
I'm sure there was
and Fan Zone 2.
I'm sure the clue's in the name.
I thought there was a brand you were selling here
It is
immediately.
magnesium, yes. But you know when you're sore and you're going to have an Epsom salt bath, yeah? The goodness in the salt isn't salt, it's the magnesium. So if you get the magnesium oil, you can spray it all over yourself. It stings a bit for a little bit. It's a bit like rubbing chilies on you for some reason, but it relaxes your muscles. So I'll spray some magnesium oil in the last race.
Anyway, yeah.
We're a very close team, aren't we?
Yeah. Give it a good rub.
He'll give you a rub down.
And then we'll see what. Yeah. I'm not saying it. Okay, I'm not saying it.
Pass the microphone to Ronan.
The last one.
Ronan, we'll pass them to more responsible. These guys are clowning around. Ronan, tell us a little bit about. We've got P13 back to back, I think, in the first 2 races. Oh, someone's interrupting. What's going on?
Probably better than listening to my day, to be honest. What have they got to say?
So yeah, tell us a little bit about your weekend. Been a bit of a battle from sort of start to finish so far. I mean, we've just got 1 race to go.
Yeah. Is anyone going anywhere nice on holiday? Because that's what I feel like I need to do right now. We've had a P12 and a P13. Didn't qualify well. Always put my hands up when I make a mistake. It's the first time having a while. Obviously, sometimes that can then affect your Sunday. But we actually battled pretty well in race 1. We had an issue at the start procedure which caused the car to completely die rev-wise, and basically it was like a stall, and Turkington did the same thing. So we came from completely plumb last back to P13 on the road, which then got promoted to P12. That was really good, but obviously starting P15 to only make two overtakes, do 7. Make up 2 places, but make 7 overtakes along the way. That tells its own story. The pace we had, I was the quickest car on the hard tyre by half a second. That's the only real positive I've got to take away. Obviously, Tom's melee with Adam at race 2 at turn 1. I literally could not see anything. It was a complete smoke screen. I just had to shut my eyes and hope. I had to take to the grass. There was nobody in front of me. We kept going. But yeah, I've never seen so much metal and canvas exposed on a slick tyre before, like what we had. So the only luck we've had all day is the fact that it didn't actually explode on me during the race, and we did finish. I rolled around on my own in P13 doing like 1 minute 30-second lap times, which is way slower on the soft tyre than what we were on the hard. So tells its own story, really.
Yeah.
We haven't had luck, and it was a case of what could have been.
Indeed, what could have been. There's 1 more race to go for all of you, so we'll see where we end up. We're going to come out to you guys for questions. We have actually got a competition that we're going to draw. There's going to be a competition winner amongst us, courtesy of Bristol Street Motors and the Co-op Live Arena competition, which I'll explain in a moment. There's a little, we're going to pull out a winner. But first of all, we'll come out to you guys. If you've got any questions, is there any questions from any of us? Oh, we've got one back there. Go for it. what kind of routine do you have to sort of replace the fluid in your system, considering it's so hot? The fluid that you're losing, you're sweating.
Yeah, so it's actually really difficult to balance over the course of a day, because each race weekend is slightly different in terms of kind of energy demand that we need as drivers. A day like today is fairly heavy going. You've got a Whoop, haven't you? So
what?
He'll explain all in a moment. Whoop. And basically we have to really control what we're drinking, what we're eating, and everything else like that. So it is hard work. So we're all on various pills and potions for rehydrating and all sorts of stuff. Tom on more than most. So what I find really beneficial after I get out of the car is I take my top off and Tom sprays some magnesium oil on me, and it really helps.
Do you want to explain his Whoop?
Yeah, let me
Oh,
just
your
get it
Whoop.
up, the app that is. So at the minute, my day strain is 18 and 20 should be your maximum. We've still got a race to go. I've done 3,000 calories, we've still got a race to go. Obviously the Sunday of Thruxton I did 5,500 all in. Sometimes my app tells me how much estimated fluid loss we've had in the race day too, but it's not always very accurate, I don't think.
No. I weighed before and after, I think it was Donington, and I was about 2.5 kilos lighter the folling day.
Wow.
So there's a bit going on.
I know what I was coming into the weekend, so it'll be interesting to see tomorrow. But yeah, it's a mate of mine always drinks a beer after he's been for like a long run. Apparently, beer's just one is really good for hydration. So I think that's the potions that we're missing. But unfortunately, we'll have to wait.
Oh, there we go.
Is there beer in your drinks bottle?
yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Thank you very much for the question. Have we got any other question? Oh, go on then. How fast does your car go?
Well, how long have you got? In the longest gear we've got, it goes 158 miles an hour, 157 miles an hour, which we do at Thruxton, which was the last race weekend.
Why'd you call it 158? Round up, man. 160 sounds loads better.
It does, doesn't it? 160!
There we go, 160 miles per hour. Have we got... Yes, go for it. Apart from your teammates, who are your favourite drivers?
We have no other favourite drivers. We only love our teammates. It's actually really funny. You'd think that we'd, because of the kind of the gig that we do, that you'd actually spend a lot of time with other drivers. In reality, you don't actually see a lot of your competitors around, so you don't actually spend a lot of time with them. In fairness, I always get on really well with Josh Cook. I always think he's a good lad. In fairness, we're all right. There's none I dislike. Obviously, there's one, but most of them I like.
Tom, you concur?
I mean, I've had some serious fun with all of my teammates over the years, including these guys. I think it's got to be the crazy Dutchman, Tom Coronel. He's like, yeah, stay off the curbs. But this guy, he loves to have fun.
So you said he's Dutch and you've done a Welsh accent. What's going on?
That was definitely Dutch. But he's huge in Holland. I raced with him in the World Touring Car Championship, and he's a big racer. Races every single Nürburgring, Le Mans, and all the World Touring cars, and he's a lot of fun. I love the Nürburgring. Did you hear that?
Managed to get it in. Managed to get it in.
No, leave it alone.
Ronan, do you have a favourite driver other than these guys, of course?
No. I don't really.
No. Nick?
Well, because the first touring car race I did, which was 3 years ago at Croft, when Jason Plato was still driving, and they did back then. Was it a COVID year? Can't remember, but they'd instigated. They were doing. We were on a bus doing the lap, and I got a photo with Jason. I remember us hugging and him saying, "Let's not think what our combined age is."
Jason Plato. There we go. Thank you very much.
You know what? I think they should bring back the bus.
Yeah.
'Cause I've never done that.
I think so.
missed out on
It was
that.
great. Good
You've
fun.
never
I was
done
still a
it.
baby.
Just bring it back for you. Is that what we're going to do? There we go. They should. Have we got a little bit more time? Yeah.
You ever been positive for the toilet mid-race? What do you do?
Well, why have you asked this? Have you ever
constant
been
issue.
busted for the toilet mid-race?
I know somebody who's actually weed in their seat before. Would you like to know who? It's not one of us. A guy called Andy Prio. Have you ever heard of him? When he's at Honda Racing at Knock Hill, he won the race, and my mechanic the following year said he sat in his seat and he couldn't believe he just sat in his urine. Answering your question though, sometimes I have needed the wee before I get in the car, but it's funny, as soon as you start racing, you don't know you need to go to the toilet. It's not until you get out and drilling comes out of you again and you stand up. It's a bit like an airplane. You sit down in an airplane, you're fine, don't need the toilet. You stand up to walk out and you go, oh, I need the loo. It's just like that.
Tom, do you want to...
Where does it go then?
Up, north.
Tom, do you want to... If you pass the mic... So, yeah, Tom, do you want to answer that question about...
You either have to go,
Yeah?
because you have no choice, or you just have to hold it. There is no middle ground.
Have you...
There is a middle ground, and obviously it depends which one it is. Because one would be better than the other. I'll leave it at that.
Have you ever been?
I have had to have a small little tinkle once. It's just a little tiny bit.
Does everyone hug you after?
Oh
though?
yeah. You know when I hug you when I get out of the car?
Thanks, mate.
Yeah.
Thanks for that.
That's it.
Yeah.
And honestly, we take the mickey, but on days like this, it's really hard work because the amount that you have to drink on a day like today. I mean, I must have. I think they're a litre each. I must be on my 8th or 9th, maybe more. Then with the powders that you have in and the tablets that you have in, you spend most of your time going to the toilet or being between places. What we try to do, this is a good, if there's any autograph hunters in here, that you hang around the toilets 2 or 3 minutes before we go out to pit lane, and it's where all the drivers are running in and running out the last minute wee. So there, it is a genuine issue.
There we go. Well, any more questions? Is there any other question we've got from him? Yes, go for it. Ronan will come to you first. Any track in the world? Any track in the world? Where would you go for?
I really want to say the Nordschleife, but that's
That's a great circuit, that is. I've heard, that's great.
Is it?
I've heard so. No, I personally, I've never been. Have you ever been?
Tom's been. Nick, have you been?
No, I've never been.
Cool.
No, but
Actually, though, I would say bring back Rockingham. Because I've got a lap record there in the Clio Cup car.
Bring back
I never
Rockingham.
obviously got to enjoy a touring car around it. It was some circuit, that.
Nick, do you want to give us your answer?
I love Spa.
Spa. That's what you
I
been on the podium there as well.
Yeah. I can't disagree with you. Rockingham was always good. One track I've never driven and would always like to is Suzuka. I think I'd always like to give that place a go. That always seems like fairly good.
There you go.
Or the Nordschleife. Yeah, the Nürburgring I've heard is a fantastic place.
After driving Suzuka and the Nordschleife and being on podium in both in the FI World Touring Cars, I've got to say the Nordschleife ring is the best one.
I mean, you're going to turn down his mic.
I was speaking really quickly because I was like, get it in quick.
We've got some quick fire questions. If you'd like to come up, and you can take the microphone, and then you can ask some quick fire questions.
I don't like change. This is worrying
quick
me.
fire.
This has not been done before.
This has not been done before.
I don't like change. Change
not
worries
been done
me.
before.
What's going on
I've
here,
already
Tom?
had one fire today.
Oh, there we go.
Right.
How are you?
Yeah, very good.
What an entrance! This is incredible. Right, okay, here we go. So you want to take the mic?
Oh God, Tom, what's going on?
So, I haven't actually proofread these. Hope they're all clean.
They're okay. Yeah?
Okay, yeah, that's fine. So we'll start with Tom, working down the line, we'll get to the other end, another question, come back. So it's one word answers, Ferrari or Lambo?
Ferrari.
Ferrari, sorry.
Lambo.
Ferrari.
Cruise in your own time, own car, cruise or hammer time?
Oh, I've just worked out what you meant. I thought you meant a cruise like a holiday.
Yeah, in your own car driving. Cruise.
I'll be cruising home tonight.
Cruise.
Cruise.
Hammer time.
There's a surprise.
Sports car or sports wagon?
Sports car.
Wagon.
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 Drive or be driven?
Drive.
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 I get car sick. I want to drive.
Yes, a good point.
Beach holiday or adventure?
Beach.
Beach.
Both.
Beach.
One or the other.
Beach. Hot or cold?
Don't know right now. I'd
As
rather be cold.
in on holiday.
You don't go to a cold beach.
True. Yeah, true. Good point.
Right now, cold.
Cold.
Ronan's actually nailed that. Yeah, you don't go to a cold beach. Well, you do. You live in Scotland.
Slipped up there.
That's also true.
Hot all day long.
Yeah, hot.
Ski or snowboard?
Ski.
I've done neither. Snowboard.
Ski.
I don't trust myself.
So drinking beer or cider?
Beer.
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 Guinness.
The next one's lager or bitter?
Ooh, lager.
Lager.
Bitter.
Lager.
Vodka or gin?
Vodka.
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 Definitely gin.
Red Bull or Monster?
Monster.
Red Bull.
Monster.
Excite energy.
A bath or a shower?
Oh,
A bath or a shower?
Shower.
Bath with a bath bomb.
Cool, yeah. Like it, like the added.
That's why you eat Parma violets, because they taste like bath bombs.
Sense. I always poach myself when I have a bath, and I always feel terrible afterwards. So shower.
Shower and I got my magnesium oil.
Fix it or have it fixed?
Fix it.
Fix it.
Fix it.
Have it fixed.
And in your own sort of time, smart or casual?
Casual.
Smart.
Good.
Casual.
Cash.
And I'm done.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
That was different. That was different, wasn't it? The nerves were jangling. Are we now competition? Right, okay, so this is competition time. So courtesy of Bristol Street Motors, in association with the Co-op Live Arena, which is down the road in Manchester. I say down the road, it's not down the road from me, down the road from here in Manchester. Co-op Live Arena, Bristol Street Motors are the main. So we've been the sponsors of the Co-op Live Arena, and we've given you an opportunity to win 2 tickets to a gig of your choice. So it's a really, really decent prize. Yeah, woo. Can we get that? 2 tickets to a gig of your choice. There we go. It's like a game show.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
No, you're welcome.
Yeah. Right, we've actually just picked a winner.
Speaking of the game show, whoever wins it, can we say, "Come on down"?
Yeah,
Can we make
they've
it
got
like
to come
that?
up,
Yeah,
surely,
fantastic. Yeah, good.
and grab this, even though that's not the ticket. But we'll do it for fun. Right, okay, Ronan or whoever, tell us the winner.
Helen Britton.
Helen, come up. Have we got a camera phone? Someone take a photo. if you get in front of the drivers in the middle, and we'll have a photo. Oh, there we go. We've got the competition winner. We'll stand to the side. Congratulations. Round of applause for our competition winner. Enjoy that. That's fantastic. You can take it. Go take it. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I think that is. There's a little bit of signing, and I think there's certainly some photos over here. We need these guys for some photos, but we'll leave. Saying obviously we've got one more race to go. They've done us proud in the heat. We've got points, we've got podiums, we've had DNS, we've had everything. But these guys really do put it on the line each time. I say it every time. It's my one and only line. So massive round of applause for these guys. We hope you have had an amazing day, and there's one race to go. So let's give it our all.